Hey gorgeous, how are you? Doing good? Doing well? Alright, I am here to film a little cute, quick get ready with me. I'm just gonna do some light glam. We're just gonna be talking about the motions of life, the rawness, the realness, and I hope that people can relate to me. And yes, I'm gonna tell you about my days, how's life been, what's been going on, and yeah, let's get started. So first, with my natural glam, I'm just gonna start off with my little cute eyebrows. I've been literally cleaning all day long. It's been a wild ride, but I'm actually so proud of myself because as of lately I have been cleaning more than usual, because when I get into like a little bit of a depression rut, I kind of just let my room go and my mental health kind of gets off balance. And what I mean by that is when I clean my room, I feel so much more organized mentally, and it's a beautiful experience. I think, like, comment below if you're that type of person where you need to like have your life just like in order and organized, whether it's cleaning, meditating, whatever the case may be. Working out helps you feel sane. So yeah, I kind of got into like a little bit of a rut last night. I was kind of comparing myself to some people, and you know, I'm just going on like a self-love healing journey, so it's like a lot of ups and downs. I stayed up till like 12 in the morning just like overthinking my outer appearance, and just that I'm insecure and this and this and that. I'm 19, so it's just a lot of waterfalls and water runs, just going with the wave of life and trying to learn to love myself. But I did buy a few books to help with that, and I did wake up in the morning. I let myself sleep in because I feel like sleeping can be like a healing moment, especially if you work or go to school or whatever you do. If you're an exhausted human being and you just need some sleep, and I get it, some people just can't sleep, but sleep can be very healing, especially if you're overwhelmed or you just have a lot to do and you either work a lot or you're just constantly on the move. Get that rest, even if it's like a few extra hours of sleep. I understand some people are early birds or some people just like to stay up late, but get that sleep. So I stayed in bed till like 10 today. Typically, if my early bird kicks in, I'll wake up at like 6 or 7, latest 8, but besides the point. Then I just fell right back asleep and let myself sleep till 10, and I was like, this is so healing. Like, I would wake up a little bit and be like, oh, this feels so good. Okay, so next is some lip moisturization. I deal with cold sores. My mom did pass it down to me when I was a little baby. She deals with cold sores as well, so my lips kind of broke out this week. Some lip products that I use can break me out, so I have to be very, very careful. But I love this lip balm. I bought it at Whole Foods, so I just put that on. I just brushed up my brows a little bit with my NYX brow glue, and I love it. Just like kind of sets my brows in place. Okay, so next, let's do some concealer. But yeah, life has been kind of wild. You know, 19 is that weird age. Shout out to people who are 19 right now. I do not want to turn 20. I really do not. It's just not something I want to do, because I heard that when you turn 20, it just goes by so quick. Like, it just goes by so fast. So I like being a teenager, well, a young adult, whatever the case is. But I'm taking a little bit of a lighter shade and I'm going under my eyes. This is like a get ready with me slash what I'm doing at the same time. But yeah, this is like my very light makeup routine. I do makeup very differently on my, it depends on my mood. Some days I'll go heavier, some days I'll go lighter. Just really depends, but I don't really have time right now because I'm meeting up with my study buddies. We're going to a little cafe tonight, and yeah. So I was listening to a podcast, which I love, and shout out to this podcast. It's called The Self-Love Fix. It's so amazing. She just talks about realness. She's very authentic, and sometimes she brings people to just conversate with and just, you know, open your eyes to a lot of things. But it's called The Self-Love Fix. It's amazing. She talks about like narcissistic abuse, how to love yourself. It's just like a lot of beautiful things. So if you're struggling right now with loving yourself and you're just going through it, I really, or even if you're not, I really recommend just listening to that podcast. Whether you're while you're cleaning, doing the dishes, in your car, I really recommend it. It is really a moment of healing as well. Podcasts are really awesome. So after that, I just kind of go in with my fingers. I am breaking out right now, and that is okay. Breakouts are normal. I'm just trying to aim for healthier skin, so I drank some green tea today and took my vitamins. So yeah. So I love my under eyes. They're so cute. So there you go. Okay, so after that step, I go in with some bronzer. I use the Kylie Cosmetics pressed bronzing powder and almonds. What I like about these is they're talc free. For you, it's not good to inhale it, so I try to get most of my products without talc, especially my face products. So that's what I love about Kylie's new revamp, is they're talc free, and I love it because it's just like kind of like a glaze over your face. It's really beautiful. So I'm just gonna take a ColourPop brush. I did wash my brushes like a week ago, so they look slightly dirty, but they're still great. So I'm going in with my F29 brush, and I'm just gonna go in there and tap it off. And I like to just go in with my forehead. Oh, and by the way, what I did to my hair is I blow dried it with my Revlon like dryer brush. It's like a thicker one. Okay, so I just go in just all three ways. I go on my forehead, from my ear to my little stopping point of my cheek, my jawline. Very cute and subtle. And then I like to go like a little bit on my nose. I don't really contour my nose. It's not like that crazy to me. I just kind of just rub it through right here. I do my makeup very funny, but I like seeing all the styles. The one thing that I do remind myself when I get insecure is we are all Christmas trees. I like to look at it that way, is we're Christmas trees. We should be able to, like, we're all unique and different. So we should, like, you know, when you decorate a Christmas tree, everybody's Christmas tree most likely just varies. They all look different. So I look at my vessel as, I'm a Christmas tree. I can decorate myself however I want. I can wear whatever I want. I can do my makeup however. I'm unique just the way I am, instead of comparing myself. So it's just the process that I'm going through the motions. I know that I'm not alone and people are going through the same thing. But there's some days where I feel like I love myself more, and there's some days where I don't. That's why it's a lifelong journey, and we're gonna get through it together. But yeah. I'm gonna pull out a quick poetry book after this and show you guys. You can buy it off of Amazon. It's really lovely, and I'll probably read like a little page, but yeah. So here's the look. Acne prone skin, y'all. Okay. So I'm gonna go in with some eyeshadow. This is really just my light routine. Very light. I don't like set, I don't bake, etc when I'm doing this routine. So I'm going in with the BH Cosmetics Mimosa palette. I love this palette because it has a lot of like oranges, purples. Yeah, so it's pretty. So I'm just gonna go in with a few shades. But yeah, I am in therapy, and I love it. I love it. I love it because I can tell her whatever I want and feel as comfortable as possible. She's like my confidential best friend. It's like being in therapy is a funny dynamic. Therapy is not for everyone, and I totally understand that, but if you're contemplating going to therapy, I definitely recommend it. If you're stressed, you deal with anxiety, whatever you deal with, I really recommend trying to go to therapy. Sometimes it will take like that one therapist or a few therapists, because sometimes you just won't vibe with people, and that's okay. But you learn to build a relationship with them, and you just tell them things and get it off your chest, heal some trauma. But like I said, it's not for everybody, but if you're thinking about it, I really recommend doing so, just because it helps heal the soul, and it's good to let it out when you're overly stressed or overwhelmed. And I'm very grateful that I have the opportunity to even go to therapy. But yeah, start now when you can, because it's never too late to start. I always tell my friends, like, therapy is so great. If you ever think about going, try it. It's amazing. It really has helped me because she gives me like logical ways to think of things. Like, one thing that when I was telling her that I've been very insecure, she told me this phrase and I passed it along to my friend, and she really— I accidentally cut it. I'm too lazy to put it back in, but it is, my body is the least interesting thing about me. Like, shade your body or make your body insignificant. It's more of the principle of like your soul, your brain, your heart is what matters most. Bodies are beautiful, and she said this is our vessel where it brings us around and like takes us on our journey, which is amazing. So yeah, I love it. It really is a spiritual moment, and what I love about my therapist is she's very spiritual, and we just get along really well, and she's very sweet. So yeah, if you're ever thinking about therapy, try it. It's amazing. Another thing that I would recommend is meditation. I did meditation for a week straight. Unfortunately, I cannot find my headphone charger, but meditation is really amazing. I like guided meditation. That's what I prefer. I don't really like sitting without like focusing on a voice, and some are very healing. Start with 5 to 10 minutes every day. I have not done it in a while. I need to buy a charger for my headphones, and then I'll be good to go. But I love it. It's really a beautiful experience. That week that I did it straight, I went from like 10 minutes to like the last day I did 25 minutes. What I love about my grandma too is she got me into meditating. She meditates literally every day. She is a beautiful person and I love her so much, but she meditates every single day, and it's just various articles that you can read on meditation, the amount of benefit that it does for you. And if you start early, you're good. Like, if you continue doing it, which I'm going to try to continue to do it when I get my charger, it's amazing. When I tell you I felt on top of the world when I did that, like, yes, I still dealt with stress, anxiety, worry about my external and the people around me, but when I would stress, my brain actually went to a state of mind where I'd be like a stress thought would come up and be like, you don't have to stress about that, and then it would float away. It is beautiful. There's a lot of different ones, like mind, healing your inner child, which I really recommend because inner child healing is so important. I did one healing and I loved it because the lady was like, visualize your young self, give her a hug. And it's really important because we still have some things from our childhood that carry on, and you want to kind of heal that energy. I'm loving how this eye look is looking. Oh my god, I haven't done orange in a while, but here it is. It just did some orange right here, and then some darker colors right in my crease. So yeah, very simple. And then I'm gonna go in with like a shimmer, so it's either I'm gonna go in with champagne or bubbly. Let's see. I'm gonna go in with Champagne, which is an orange shimmer. And I like to just take it on my middle finger right here. Super cute. And then I just go in and then go in to both sides. I like them even. Sometimes it's funny, like my left eye will not cooperate with me. So I try to do it like that so it can cooperate. But I love it. So here it is. Okay. Anyone have like pandemic anxiety? I know people deal with pandemic anxiety, but is it to the extent where you feel sick like almost every 3 days? Because I am fully vaccinated. I did have COVID almost a year ago, but I did get the vaccine. No judgment regardless of whether you have it or not, but it was just for my personal situation, and it helped ease the anxiety a little bit. But the issue is some days I'll like feel like I'll make my anxiety will make me feel sick. Like I will feel like I have a fever, my like runny nose, but it will just be allergies, and then the next day I'll feel fine. The other day I had to cancel plans because I felt literally sick. I was so scared. My anxiety was so high, and then I woke up the next day fine. It's just crazy. It's happening all the time, and I'm really trying to deal with it. But if anybody's dealing with the same things, please let me know. I really want my channel just to be like a free open space for everybody to be honest, to feel loved, and just to know that you're human and you're going through life like everyone else. And I hope that it just is beautiful for people around, and if you're going through it, you're never alone, and you're gonna get through it regardless. Everybody's journey looks different, and that's something that I always have to remind myself. Oh my gosh, the funny thing is I'll always get eye boogers, and then like I have to like pick it out with my pinky. It's just so funny. But anyways, here's the eye look. I'm kind of obsessed. I don't think I'm gonna do eyeliner with this. I'm just gonna like let it have its moment. But here it is. Sorry if the lighting is getting a little dark. I live in Vegas and we do have time change, so the time went an hour. Was that back or forward? I'm not good at those types of things. Let me ask my dad. Daddy, did the time go an hour back or an hour forward? Okay, cool. Thanks. Daddy, say hi.
This is gonna be on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm posting this one on YouTube. I'm actually proud of this.
You have to edit it.
Why?
I want to be on YouTube.
So, yeah, it gets really dark early, around 4 to 5. But yeah, we love that. So the lighting might be a little off. I don't have a ring light, but I'm using outside light and artificial light, which is my lamp. But yeah, here's this. I'm thinking about doing ASMR because I really want to start ASMR. I love ASMR. It really relaxes me. But if I'm really anxious, tell me if anybody is with me on this one. When I'm really anxious and I'm watching ASMR, I will like not be able to think and relax. So it's like I have to have something that's like really like relaxing, like a hair brushing one. Like I cannot do something that doesn't have like a lot of like nice relaxing sounds. Like if it's too quiet, my anxiety just gets a little too high if I'm already like triggered prior to watching ASMR. That's just kind of how it is for me. Okay, so, but I'm just gonna go like this. When I do this, since I already put powdered bronzer on, I don't set my under eye. It's just that's how I do it when it's not full beat. But yeah. Okay, so after this, I am going to go in with some blush. I bought this yesterday. It's the pressed blush powder in Wintered Kiss. I had her old formula, but I had to buy the new one because it's talc free, and I'm trying to like make most of my products talc free. Like my powder by Neutrogena, this one is talc free. It's a loose powder foundation. I was gonna buy her her loose powder, but I don't have a lot of money right now, so I was like either one or the other. I did this one because I've been waiting for this to go in stock, because every time I try to buy it at my local Ulta, they don't have it. So they had it, I bought it. But yeah, The color difference is it's quite there. Let me show you guys. 2241. So me and my bestie Dom, shout out to Dommy D, we love the number 22/222. We've been seeing 222 a lot. Shout out to our angels. We're so thankful for you guys because we feel protected and safe, and just like we're on the right journey. 2022 is going to be the year, even though that it's going to have its ups and downs. That's how we learn. But me and Dom love that number, so my recording was on 22. And sometimes I'll just look at the time randomly, like my body's not set up for it, and I'll just be 22, or it's just crazy. So look at the difference here. So this one's a little more pink, I can see, and then this one, I don't know, they just look so different. That's what I'm confused about. Like, this says Winter Kissed on the back. I got the shade Winter Kissed. Maybe it's just because of the new formula, who knows. But we're gonna try this out and see. I'm gonna take my F32 brush by Colourpop. I just bought a bunch of brushes from them. Some kickback, but I just go in. Ooh, that was a lot, but a lot of blush does not hurt. I like a lighter pink. I don't know if this is like the best shade for this eye look, but I don't really care. I go in right here, I look up, and then I go up, then I go upwards. I smile. Meow, meow, meow. Okay. And tell me how you think about this blush on my skin tone, because I know it's quite light, but there it is. Let me know. A little more. Okay. I'm trying to eat a little bit better when it comes to like my body. I've had body disorders in the past. I'm very real and honest. I want to be super honest on this channel, but because I want people to just feel like they have somebody. So this water bottle contains my steeped green tea and peppermint tea that I made previously. So I steep the tea into like a little teacup for at least 20 to 30 minutes, and then I pour it in here, and then I fill it up with the rest water. I do drink a whole cup of tea, and then I drink this throughout the day. I love this. It just helps. It makes me feel better. It cleanses out my system. There are days where I feel so dehydrated, and it's just awful because some days I'll forget to drink water. So I recommend just drinking some tea and some water. It's really yummy. Green tea and peppermint tea. But yeah, I love that concoction, and it just helps cleanse out the system. And green tea amount of benefits, holy cannoli. If you're sensitive to caffeine, I'm pretty sure there are uncaffeinated green tea packets on the market. I am sensitive, but it's so diluted that I'm fine. So I'm gonna take my little watermelon facial mist, since I'm quite dry because I put on my bronzer around my face. Shake that up a little bit. Here's the ASMR of the day. Okay, so it's the watermelon facial mist. I don't know if this does much for me, but this is all I have, so I just spray it. It smells really good. I got this a while back, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know when I got it, but Trader Joe's comes out with like the most random things. That's why I love Trader Joe's, because I'm a random person. But yeah. So I just let it dry, and then the last two steps are going to be mascara. I like curling my eyelashes because my eyelashes kind of go straight, not super down, but more straight this way. So I curl my eyelashes. I'm gonna try to edit this video tonight. But I just bought this camera, or my parents bought me this for Christmas. Shout out to them. I really appreciate you guys. They know that I've been wanting to do YouTube. and whatchamacallit, I downloaded the Canon app because I am editing off of my phone for now, and it takes forever to download my clips. It's wild because I filmed a few videos, but the last like couple of weeks I have not been in the mood to film, and I don't want to film when I'm just not in the mood. Yeah, so hopefully this is a quick download. I need to learn how to be more tech savvy because I'm gonna use iMovie for my editing. I already have my little intro little snip video, so that took me like 5 hours to do the most simple video. It literally could have took somebody 3 minutes. I swear it took me like 5 hours, but hey, that's me. I typically use for mascara the liquid lash extensions by Thrive. This is amazing. It's clean. It works amazing. Oh my god, I just tapped my eyelashes. It works amazing. I love it so much, but I don't have the money right now to buy more, so I went to CVS and I bought this Lash Warrior by Flower Beauty, and it works quite well. I do like it because the brush is quite different. It's kind of awesome. But I switched over from Lash Paradise waterproof to non-waterproof mascaras because waterproof really dried and ripped out my lashes. Even when I would, you know, oil-free eye makeup remover, which I would use, and I'd still see lashes just come out, and it was just not good. So yeah, that's the first coat. But yeah, my lash extensions is my tried and true, like the lash extension mascara. It is so amazing. My grandma uses it, my mom uses it. My mom actually introduced it to me because she bought me one, which is so sweet of her, and I loved it, and I never wanted to switch over, but this works for now. For now. I'm trying to romanticize life, but the self-love podcast that I would listen to today, it was beautiful because she said something. She said, kind of in the scenario of be the energy you want to attract, like get ready, take care of yourself. Like it's not about superficialness. It's just about practicality and just taking care of yourself, loving yourself, getting ready for yourself, and just being your absolute most authentic self, and like figuring out how you want things and how you like things. And it really like got to me. Like it helped me stay like clean today, because sometimes when I do clean I'll just do a little bit then go back to sleep and just forget about it. But it helped me clean a lot today, and I was like, you know what, she's right. I want to get ready, feel beautiful, and just do my thing, you know. I'm glad I got to sit here and make a YouTube video, and I hope this turns out great, and I feel really good about this video. So yeah, we're gonna go and put some hoops in. Hoops bro, hoops. They're a little bit green. I'm still gonna wear them. Another thing too is me and my bestie did a vision board, and for 2022 we did one last year, and they're just amazing. A lot of things that like I put on my vision board last year really happened. Some didn't, not to be expected, but I'm super excited for mine this year. If you haven't made one, super easy. Just go get a board from the Dollar Tree, some stickers from Dollar Tree if you have a local Dollar Tree, a bunch of magazines that are, if you have some laying around your house. This year I just printed out some prints from Pinterest because that's what I prefer. It looks more clean to me. But 50% off prints. Like most of the time Walgreens prints are doing a deal, so go get yourself a little vision board if you're thinking about doing it, girl. This is your sign to go do it. But yeah, so this was my little cute get ready with me. This is my little saying with my bestie: stay blessed, never stressed. try to be kind to yourself. Fill your cup before you fill anyone else's. I know it's easier said than done. A lot of things are easier said than done. But if you continue to put it into fruition, you will be good to go. But yeah, I hope that you start your self-love journey and that you are coming along the ride with me. I'm always here in spirit, and I wish you nothing but love and kindness and peace within your life. And I hope your 2022 is going to be amazing, which it will. Good energy, good vibes spread towards you. Even if it's a little rough or amazing or whatever the case may be, you are gonna be stellar and you will be just fine. I wish you nothing. Before I leave, let me read. It's not a great little short kind of poetry book. If you want just little reminders that, you know, it's hard but it will get better, this is the book you need. But we're just going to flip to a random page. This is your energy, so I'm knocking on it for you, and whatever it goes on, this is what you're meant to hear. Okay. When you are not, so this is the page. It's kind of long, but bear with me, okay? When you are not feeling good enough, remember that even at your best, you will not be good enough for someone who does not have the capacity or the will to love you. And while there is a very human part in each and every soul that leaps towards needing to prove ourselves, to care more, to try harder, just to demonstrate our worth, at the end of the day, if someone does not see the value that is pinned and blooming within you, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how hard you fight for someone who isn't fighting for you. It doesn't matter how hard you show up for someone who isn't showing up for you. It doesn't matter, because those human beings don't actually see you. If they did, they would respect you. They would value you because you deserve to be valued. They would cherish the rare and magnetic hope you have to offer because it deserves to be cherished. Don't ever forget that the right people will choose you. They will see you. They will dive into the depth of you, and you will never have to force those connections. You will always be good enough for them. Anything else is not for you. When you are not feeling good enough, remember that sometimes the root of feeling not good enough comes from holding yourself to someone else's ideal rather than your own. Remember that you are the only person who gets to decide if you are good enough. You are the only person qualified enough to determine your value. Please do not put your happiness or your self-love or your belief into the hands of other people or their validation or understanding of you. Do not make it contingent, contingent, this is real, guys, okay, on their acceptance of you or their willingness to love you or care for you or choose you. All you have to focus on is building the kind of life that is yours and yours alone. All you have to do is focus on building yourself into the kind of person you are proud of. You are in charge of your worth. Nothing can externally dictate that. Nothing has that power unless you give that power of yours away. Don't give that power away. Make yourself happy on your own terms. When you are not feeling good enough, just try your best to remind yourself how far you have come. Start paying attention to what you are rather than what you aren't. Start paying attention to the things you have rather than the things you don't. Remind yourself that you are someone's favorite human being. Remind yourself that you have overcome the most hurtful and haunted aspects of your life. Remind yourself that while sometimes your journey may feel like it is being weathered by circumstance or difficulty, while there are going to be days where the dark and the doubt crack within the soul of you, you have defeated those days before. And then it continues, but I think I'm going to stop there because that is a lot to take in. My next video, I will probably continue it. Depends, but yeah, that's very weird because I kind of was just talking about that throughout the video, so it's kind of like meant to be. I hope that resonates and I hope that it helps you. That helps me. Don't give people the power to dictate your destiny. All right, this has been deep, but it's been lovely. All right, peace and love. Stay kind.